Is your money really safe? We place our trust, our savings, our entire futures in the hands of towering financial institutions, gleaming symbols of stability and wealth. Yet beneath this polished facade of security lies a darker, more precarious reality. These modern cathedrals of commerce, which promise to safeguard our prosperity, often operate within a system riddled with hidden dangers and unseen traps. We are led to believe they are the bedrock of our economy. But what if that very foundation is built on shifting sands, ready to give way when we least expect it? The truth is, the system designed to protect us can also be the one that preys on us, leaving a trail of financial ruin in its wake. Have you ever stared at a bank statement utterly bewildered by a string of nonsensical charges and fees? You're not alone. The financial industry has perfected the art of the fine print, burying exorbitant costs within pages of dense, jargon-filled text that few have the time or expertise to decipher. These hidden fees, from overdraft penalties to obscure account maintenance charges, are a constant drain on the savings of ordinary people. It's a system of extraction, one where small, seemingly insignificant amounts are siphoned away, accumulating into massive profits for the banks. This isn't an accident. It's a meticulously designed strategy that exploits our trust and inattention, turning our hard-earned money into a steady revenue stream for institutions that were supposed to be its guardians. The confusion on a customer's face is a feature, not a bug, in a system that profits from complexity and a lack of transparency. The danger, however, extends far beyond individual bank accounts. The entire global financial system is an interconnected fragile web, where the failure of one institution can trigger a catastrophic chain reaction. We all witnessed this in 2008 when the housing market collapsed, bringing the world's economy to its knees. It was like watching a house of cards, built with reckless abandon and irresponsible risk-taking, tumble down with breathtaking speed. The concept of too big to fail revealed a terrifying truth: that a handful of institutions had become so massive and intertwined that their collapse would mean global economic devastation. This systemic risk hasn't disappeared. The same structures that led to the 2008 crisis are largely still in place, leaving us all vulnerable to the next inevitable shockwave. The promise of stability is a thin veneer over a system that prioritizes short-term gains over long-term security for everyone. At the heart of this systemic fragility is a culture of predatory lending that targets the most vulnerable among us. The dream of home ownership, a cornerstone of a stable life, was twisted into a nightmare for millions. Families were aggressively pushed into subprime mortgages with deceptive terms and ballooning interest rates they could never hope to afford. These weren't just bad loans. They were financial weapons designed to strip wealth from communities. The human cost was staggering as foreclosures swept across the country, forcing people from their homes and destroying lives. The images of families losing everything they had worked for serve as a stark and painful reminder that behind the abstract numbers and market charts are real people whose trust was betrayed by a system driven by insatiable greed. In the end, the story of modern finance is often that of the individual standing alone against a monolithic, impossibly powerful institution. The system that was built to serve us has, in many ways, become our adversary. It is a world where our trust is monetized, our vulnerabilities are exploited, and our futures are gambled with. To navigate this landscape, we must be more than just passive customers. We must become vigilant guardians of our own financial well-being. Question everything. Read the fine print and demand transparency. The power to protect ourselves begins with the understanding that the gleaming towers of finance cast long, dark shadows, and it is up to us to ensure we are not lost within them.